Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of BK's Bullets. Today we're going to be talking about some underrated Batman stories you may not have read. These are Batman stories that you probably haven't seen on any top 10 list of, top Batman stories. This is not Frank Miller's Year One. It's not Dark Knight Returns. I've seen No Man's Land pop up on a few lists, which is very good. But I feel these are overlooked, and these are some personal favorites of mine. So I'm going to highlight three trade paperbacks here, 1, 2, 3. Two of them are kind of going together, and the other one is just really thick. So the first two that I'm going to talk about is the Batman the Mad Monk and Batman the Monster Men. Now, Monster Men is actually the first of these two books. It's kind of like volume 1 and 2. They are written and illustrated by Matt Wagner of Mage fame, and they're kind of harkening back to Batman's early days, kind of a post-Batman Begins era, if you would. So Batman's just beginning. I think Batman and the Monster Men actually introduces the Batmobile for the first time in here. Batman gets a new car, and it turns out to be black. It's pretty cool. So these have to do with Hugo Strange. Batman and the Mad Monk obviously has some kind of weird vampire stuff in here, but if you like Matt Wagner's art, it's very, very good. Each of these trade paperbacks are 6 issues long. These came out back in probably pre-2009. They came out while I was in college. I didn't pick up the single issues, but I did pick up the trade paperbacks as they came out, and I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed them. And what makes it so cool is that it's just a different take on Batman. Not necessarily different. He's kind of, Matt Wagner is reimagining the few issues of Batman's history. The Monster Man is a very kind of famous story, but it was done back when Bob Kane was, quote-unquote, writing the book. He may or may not have been. Bill Finger may have written it. And also Mad Monk, you probably recognize the cover where there's a castle and a strange hooded figure over the castle. And he kind of recreates that cover in one of these issues. But that is kind of where the Mad Monk comes in. So these are both really good. Also, I would also recommend the trade paperback of Trinity by Matt Wagner. That was, I think, his first DC project before these two books. And that is about Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman meeting for the first time, going up against Ra's al Ghul. So that is a very cool storyline as well. So I would recommend these two, Batman and the Monster Men, Batman and the Mad Monk. Definitely check them out and pick them up. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Another favorite of mine, this is Batman City of Crime. It is by David Lapham of Stray Bullets fame, one of the indie books. I've read a couple issues of that. Haven't read the entire series, but this is a very, 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 very good crime story. It's very thick, very long, very dense. The art is by Ramon Box. If you can't remember him, you don't know why you can't realize his art style. He's a very good artist. He does, I think, the entire book in here. And this run ran in Detective Comics, also pre-2009, before I graduated from college. The art is phenomenal, but it is first and foremost a detective story. If you look for a long detective story, you might think of Batman The Long Halloween or Batman Dark Victory. But other than that, there aren't really any famous Batman stories that are truly detective stories. This should be on that list, City of Crime. It has to deal with like a stray girl, and Batman's trying to figure out who she is or who her mother is, where she came from, and all this kind of snowballs into a showdown with like Mr. Freeze, and the Penguin is here. Gordon and Bullock play a big part in this book, and it is just really, really, really good. I can't emphasize enough how underrated City of Crime is. So check it out. So those are my 3 underrated Batman stories for today. Hope you enjoyed them, and thank you for watching BK's Bullets. Please like, comment, or subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I hope to do more of them more often, and until then, I will see you in the comments.